Hello my beautiful makeup lovers, thank you so much for tuning in with me today and a very warm welcome to my channel. Today I want to give you my review on this beauty here. This is the Fenty Beauty holiday release, which is the Killawatt Foil Freestyle Highlighter Palette, which is a highlighter palette. And I also gonna give you a quick review of this gloss bomb in Fenty Glow from them, just because I bought it with it and it's my first time with Fenty Beauty, so I thought I'm gonna throw it in here. So first I'm gonna give you a little bit of info on the palette itself, and then we're gonna speak pro and cons and see how this beauty here performed. So I bought my palette in Sephora Spain in store and it cost me €47.50. And let me tell you, I had actually no intentions of picking this up initially, but I went to a store and I saw like often reviews on the Fenty Beauty highlighters, and I saw that the Fenty Beauty highlighters, the single ones, are like €38, and then I thought like, okay, for like €9.50 more I can have like 7 of them. Alright then. I don't know if it's exactly the same formula, but when I swatched them, at least the comparable colors, I feel like they had the same effect on my skin, so I was not really picky about that. So let's move on to the palette setup. So it comes in a not in a plastic box, it comes in a paper box, and it is like in the front just like the palette itself. It looks the same. And in the back you have all the colors that you find in there, as well as that it's a hypermetallic finish and it offers you endless ways to glow. And also you get to see that it's safe for cheeks, eyes, or anywhere you want to glow. So basically you can use those everywhere on your body you want and where you feel comfortable with it. And this is the actual palette, which is shaped in this unique shape. And in the back you have again the shade names and the name of the palette, etc. And then it opens like this, and you do have a decent sized mirror here. And this is how the palette looks like from the inside. So you see we have here colors for all different kinds of complexions, I think so at least. We have from very pale to more medium and very deeper complexions, and then they also threw in a blue. Why not? So here we have a highlighter, which is the color Sub-Zero, which is more like frosty based, white based, which has like blue glitter in it. Then we have one which is like blue purpley base, which has pink glitter in it. Then we have here one with a champagne base, which has like golden silvery glitter in it. Then we have two shimmer ones, which this one and this one, which don't have any glitter in them. They are just metallic-y shimmers. This is more like of a peach color, while this is more like of a browny, rusty brown, I would describe it. And here we have one with a golden base that also has golden shimmer in it. And then we have a blue with blue shimmer, glitter, sorry. So you see we have a variety of colors here. And that's kind of the layout of the palette. And now that we've seen that, let's go into the pros and cons of the palette. Okay, so let's start out with the pros to be positive here. So the pros for me with this palette is definitely that it's a very unique palette. Like those two highlighters, I mean, I mainly use these two as highlighters, let's face it, and this one. They are really unique. Like I don't have anything like this in my collection so far. I wear actually this one here, the Sub-Zero, I wear here today on my cheeks. I don't know if you can tell. And I think it has like a very, very nice glitter. I do like glittery highlights. Let's say this up front. I do like glittery highlights. I don't mind them as long as the glitter doesn't go anywhere. And the good thing is if you apply those with your finger, the glitter doesn't go anywhere. If you apply them with a brush, it does wander a bit, but also not crazy, but enough that it annoys me. But if you apply it with a finger, just swipe it in and pack it on. First of all, the impact is much better, and secondly, the glitter doesn't wander off. At least on me, I don't experience that. So I really like to use those two. I think they're super beautiful. I also sometimes, if I shear this one out a lot with my finger, it also works for me. Yeah, so I'm really, really happy that with these three as highlighter shades. And now you're thinking, girl, you picked up a whole palette where you can use 3 shades. No, I know that it's always like a bit weird to say, okay, but you can use those as eyeshadows. And let me tell you, I'm not that kind of person who usually takes out the highlighter palette and says like, I'm gonna use those as eyeshadows. But those colors are so special that I actually do use them. Like this blue, if you swatch it, is so beautiful because it has like this, I think cameras cannot really pick up how beautiful this is. It's a blue and it has like blue but also kind of pinky leaning shimmer in it. And this gold here is so foiled. It's like more of a peachy gold, obviously, but it's super pretty. And also these other two, wait 1 second, I'm gonna remove my makeup. These other two here, this one is the most beautiful peachy shimmer, and as well as this one here. It's like, they are just very nice. These are very nice shimmers, and I have eyeshadows that perform way worse than this, and if you foil them, like if you wet them, they look stunning on the eyes. And I'm really usually not someone who goes for highlighter palettes and uses like, I'm in general no one who says like, oh, this is also an eyeshadow that I use also as a bronzer and as, I don't know, on my lips or something. I try to get into that, you know, but it just doesn't really work for me, to be entirely honest. But with this palette, I do that. I really love those free ones, and I actually did the other day a look where I specifically went to this palette to use this blue, because I think this blue is stunning. It's stunning. It's like, it's nothing that I have never seen before, but this glitter in it just makes it just special to me, to be honest. And yeah, so I find it also really nice that they threw in this kind of duochrome ones for the paler complexions. And yeah, so that's amazing. And also it's a really long lasting formula. So I wear mine now since like, I don't know, 4 hours or something, and I think it still looks good. So that's really nice. So the cons, let's go on with this. I don't have too many cons with this, but I have some thoughts on it which are not really cons, but you should think about it before you think of purchasing this. So obviously, if you are not into using highlighters also as eyeshadows, this is not your palette, like, because you will be able, depending on your skin tone, to you only use like 2 or 3 shades in here if you only want to exclusively use it as highlighters. But I do think that in the way they put it, it's a freestyle highlighter palette, actually makes it really nice as it should be used, in a way of that you just put the different colors where you want to blink. Because if you put those on your eyes, these two, even though are pale, you're gonna shine on the eyes. You're gonna have a hell of a foiled, really nicely shimmery, glittery lid, which looks absolutely beautiful. You can also use them on your body. I'm not someone who uses that a lot, but yeah, so to go back to the con, I think if you're not into that, then this is not your palette. This is definitely a palette which is a bit to play around for someone who likes to use one pan for different things and is not only set on only using this as highlighters. So that could be a con and a pro at the same time. So that you have to decide a bit for yourself. So definitely keep in mind that these are like 5 of the 7 shades in here are glittery highlights. So if you're not into this, if you don't like glittery highlights, this is not gonna be for you. This is not gonna be something that you're gonna enjoy a lot then, because you only have 2 shimmer shades in here, this one and this one. And yeah, so basically that's what you have to ask yourself. I cannot answer you that, you just have to know that for yourself. And it's definitely also not a subtle palette. Like, I don't mind. I say it as a con because I know these are cons that people usually see in highlighters. So I just want to make you aware of it. So this is definitely not a subtle highlighter palette. Like, you definitely see the blue glitter, you definitely see the pink glitter with the blue base. You definitely see that you have a highlighter on with this one. Like, with everything you're gonna see for sure that you have a highlighter on, and it's not gonna look super natural or anything. But I do think it looks very unique and pretty. So you have to ask yourself, is this something that you want for yourself? So all over, this is a spoily buy. Yeah, this is a spoily buy for me because I wanted to try Fenty Beauty, and just buying one single highlighter from them, which is just 10 euros less, like the whole palette was just, I just couldn't do it, to be entirely honest. So I went with the palette, and I don't regret it. I think it has its purpose in my collection, but it is definitely a spoily item. So if I would say, for example, could buy only one highlighter palette or could only have one highlighter palette, it would probably not be this one. And if I could buy only like one item a month for something, I would probably also not go for this. This is more something to spoil yourself. If you really like duochromy, impactful, glittery highlights, then this is your thing. And if you don't mind to use them also on other parts rather than your cheeks. And these are also not highlights that are very flattering if you put them like on your nose, you know, or I don't know, like on your cupid's bow or something. That doesn't look that good. It's definitely for the cheeks, for the eyes, maybe for the lips, and for the body if you're into that. Quick note on the lip balm. The lip gloss. I wear it today and I do like it. I think it's a really nice lip balm. It feels really comfortable. It's really it doesn't stick or anything, like your lips don't glue together or something. I like it. It's really, really pretty, and I don't know, like it's a lip gloss. So lip glosses for me are always a bit like, if I spend a lot of money on it, because they fade so fast, I feel a little bit I wasted money maybe. But I don't know, like I came to appreciate a good lip gloss that just feels comfortable. It has a really nice scent to it. I like it. It smells like, I don't know, something like freshy, like a fresh drink or something. I don't know how to describe it. And it's a nice lip gloss. I don't think that this is the best lip gloss in the world either. I do think there are like cheaper or more affordable versions that do exactly the same, but I like it. It just feels comfortable. It has a good skin. It has a nice color. It lasts for a gloss. It lasts quite nicely, and therefore I'm happy I have it, and I'm definitely going to use it. I use it like all the time now actually, because I have it in my purse. And it's just so easy to apply, you know, like a gloss in general, so that's good. Anyway, so definitely the highlighter palette, really good quality, very, very nice. The shades last long, but you have to be into this kind of highlighters as I described. Very bit eccentric, a bit different, duochromy, not too natural. And yeah, if you're not that kind of person, not for you. But if you are, that could be a good deal for you. So that was my review of mainly this and a little bit of this. And I hope you got a bit of information out of it that helped you to make a purchasing decision on it. And yeah, so let me know in the comments down below if you have tried one of those. What else do you recommend from Fenty Beauty also? I do like those and I would be interested to explore a bit more the brand. So let me know what you would recommend definitely from them, and what you would say like is not that good maybe. And yeah, so please give this video also a thumbs up. If you like this kind of videos, please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, so I can see you here in my next video. Bye bye!